Hello and welcome back. We're going to be making a tier list based on who we want in Smite ASAP. Like, we want these people in as soon as possible. All the way down to maybe we don't even need them in the game. You know, we could wait. We could save them for the very end, and maybe we don't even need them. I'm recording this as of right now. I think Homebots is the next to come out, and they've already announced Rama, so they're already in the already made it in tier. So these are the gods that have already made it in, obviously. So we'll just be going alphabetically, and I'll give a little description on each and every one of them and how soon I want them in the game. All right, Achilles. I actually really want Achilles in. Oh, we're also putting in, so hold up, we missed a. There we go. So these are the we're also going to put in. I'm also going to be talking about like some of the effects that I think maybe we could add in that would help make them a lot more interesting, because I know the new mentality with Smite, moving the Smite 1 gods into Smite 2, is giving them a +1 and basically adding something to their kit to make them more interesting. And so with Sylvanas, they got their work cut out for them because perfection is hard to replicate. Hopefully just make the pool do something more interesting, so who knows. But with Achilles, I want him in kind of sooner. I'm not like clamoring for an Achilles, but he seems like a very fun solo laner, very aggressive. I think he'll be very fun to build. But they'll probably do something with his like armor and his the changing of how things work. Next, AMC. I'm almost like we can wait on him. It is such a, for one, he can just destroy a meta right now, because right now the ADCs are already really good. So adding AMC would, like, I wouldn't even say adding fuel to the fire. That's like throwing a giant gasoline cannon to it, you know? So we can wait, and plus he's just kind of one of those gods that's like, will either be very far back in the meta not played, or at the very front of the meta like, hey, this is dominant in the lane. Anyway, I'll push. I could kind of, I'm going to push up here because healing is so strong and there's not a lot of good options for anti-heal, and if he keeps his kit like it is in Smite 1, he would be so good, especially in like duel. I think he'd be just insanely good. He'd be like one of the best solo gods. Ao Kuang, I can't wait to see what they do with him. Oh yeah, with AMC they'll probably do something with the bees. I just thought about that, like the +1. It'll probably do something with bees. It'll probably do something, definitely do something more with his hive, like being able to move to his hive or something. I don't know if they'll give him a movement ability because it feels very counterintuitive to his kit. But AMC, Alpwash, they'll definitely do something with his corpses. I'm kind of interested to see what they'll do with him. I feel like they'll do something with his corpses. Ao Kuang, probably do something with his execute. Make it to where you have to pre-beats it or something instead of action beats it, or just make it a flat execute right then and there. You don't get the beats out of it. I don't know what they'll do with Ao Kuang, but with his big problem with Smite 1 was he was so locked to the magical items that he couldn't get some of the more fun and interesting pit kits going with him. Apollo, I'm in the middle. He's very neutral. Not a dominant god, not insane. He's very in the middle right there. Arachne, I'm gonna put her in. Like, we don't need her in the game. Like, she's so boring with how people play her. Like, it's just, I'm gonna be blunt. It's a more lame Kali or Bakasura build. It's less interesting. I don't like it. But they'll definitely do something for their spiders. Who knows, they may give her ult back that you attach to an enemy, because I think she, like, as she is right now in Smite 1, she's so boring and so uninteresting. Like, I don't like her. I know a lot of other people don't like her. When I see her picked in my games, I just assume they're gonna feed. Artemis. I'm kind of torn because they're definitely gonna give her a +1. they're definitely, that plus one's going to be huge for her, so she'll be either really fun or it's going to be really boring, and I'm just going to put her right here because she's going to be in that weird little zone. RTO? Oh, man. I just said Arachne is very, like, unfun because they don't do anything. This is the epitome of, like, I'm going into the lane to not lose it. Not win it, but not lose it. But RTO, I don't know. A stance change support character would be, I mean, she'll be super, I'm going to put her up here because I think building her would be a lot more interesting. I don't know what +1 they could give her. I have no clue. Probably something to do with her bear form. We'll have to see. Because, I mean, she feels great right now. Maybe a little bit more damage. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, they may do something similar with Uller, where switching into the stance could do something with it. I don't know. Because that's kind of the big problem with stance change characters is there's no inherent benefit. Like, you're not going to level your stance change. Tyr doesn't, Artio doesn't, Uller doesn't, but now Uller might because he gets something off of it. Anyway, Atlas, I'm kind of excited to see what they'll do with him. He was already kind of a cool support. I'm hoping they do something interesting with the run, or, you know, his whole sucking in thing. He's a very interesting and different god, so we'll have to see. Awelix, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna put her kind of right here. I'm not excited for her, but I'm not like so against her. I'm like, she needs to not be in the game. She's just like, I can wait. I'm not like on the Awelix hype train right now. I already can tell you what her +1's gonna be. It's gonna be that they don't need to have their back turns for the cat knock-up. It's just gonna do it. Or her ult's gonna like grab anybody that's CC, not just knocked up. So we'll have to. I can kind of just see them going in that direction with it. But they've been throwing a lot of off-the-wall ideas with a lot of these characters, like Danza having clones. Where is it? Raw having. Well, I didn't do that much. Oh my god, there's like one that's like, I'm really like Kraken's double abilities. Stuff like that to make it to where they're just. Oh yeah, Vulcan in his build. That's what I was looking for, Vulcan. So I can already kind of see what they're gonna do with the Wheelix. I think it'll be something like that. But who knows? Baba Yaga. I kind of want to throw her here because I'm not like too excited. I'm saving that one for like a lot of the more interesting guys, the guys that I'm like, these need to be in here like ASAP. But Baba Yaga, I have no clue what they're gonna do with her +1. She's another one. Like, maybe put more control on her, how she can get into her like random ability things or her potion mixing. Who knows? I don't know how she'll go into Smite 2, but she'll be. I can assure you, it won't be boring. Bakasura, I'm very torn because I really like Solo right now, and Bakasura I want to throw right here for it because a lot of them will just try and backdoor the hell out of you, and right now he would probably be one of the best backdooring gods if he was put into Smite 2. But I'm gonna put him here because, for one, I think he'll get changed like a big. I think his +1 will be kind of interesting. Maybe a little bit more CC for the guy. Like his 1 will probably stun or something on hit, like a Federer thing. But we'll see. I kind of want to throw him. I am a very much. I can wait because he is very obnoxious and Solo is going to be. Whew. Well, I'm being. I think people forgot he was even in Smite 1. He's so odd. He's so weird. that I don't know what his plus one is going to be. I have no freaking clue. I don't even know what he does right now. He's such a weird character. And he did come in soup on the very late end of it, right next to like Maman and Excel, or I can never remember her name, but they came in right there on the back end. Is Lady Allure on here? There she is. But he was like one of those last few ones that they've added, and he just never quite found that home. I don't know what he's gonna be. Bastet. I'm gonna throw him in the middle. I feel like a plus one's either gonna be spawning cats or something, or I don't know, because her ult has been changed so many times throughout Smite's history that I genuinely... Well, no, she only had two, I think, right? Where you summon the cats, and then, yeah, and then she got, like, the big pole cat. So, I don't know. I don't know what they'll do with her. But I can kind of take it or leave it. I'm really interested. Camazotz, I'm going to throw up here, because I like him a lot. I know he's very obnoxious, but in the 1v1s, I like him in duel. In solo, I like him a lot. He's a lot more of a hyper, I don't know. I like him because he's a lot more aggressive. I like the I love his life stealing. It's kind of fun for me, and not for anybody else. Cerberus. I'm actually gonna throw him up here. I really like Cerberus. He's one of the really fun supports that I feel like the game is lacking right now. Like, I like Khepri. He's very laid back. I like Sobek. I like his execute now, but like I could already tell you, if you told me, hey, what Guardians are they gonna pick for Smite? I'm gonna say Ares, Geb, Sobek, Ymir, maybe Khepri. I didn't think they were gonna put emoji in. But I haven't even seen people playing her. She has been radio silent as far as I'm concerned. I don't even put Bracket in a support role because he doesn't feel like that to me. He's thrown a lot more in the jungle from what I've seen. Oh yeah, and Athena. But these are the very safe ones, so I'm actually wanting them to put him in, as he feels very much as that more hyper aggressive but still able to get out. That's what I feel like they're missing. They're missing like him, a Xingqian, and I'm missing it. Where is he? Like a Kumba or a Kuzumbo. They're missing kind of these fun supports. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Ymir. But people are building him kind of memey with like attack speed and all that, but as far as it is for me, I miss kind of like, I don't want to say safe, but like the much more like I can get in and get out if I want to. Chang'e, we can wait on Chang'e. I hate Chang'e. I hate this god. She's right there next to Aphrodite for me as the most boring ass gods people play. Oh, I don't like them. I don't like Chang'e. I don't like Aphrodite. They just heal and do nothing. They don't win the lane. They just don't lose it. I don't like them. They're very boring, very safe. I'm not excited for them to come back. And honestly, Chang'e can be the dead last for me. I hate Chang'e. It's just how people play her in Smite 1. I really am not interested. Chiron. Oh, I really want Chiron in the game. I really want Chiron. I'm a big support player, so of course I'm gonna throw a lot of them up higher for me. But Chiron for me is one of those like really fun. I think he could be interesting. I think he would be fun to build. Duel, he'd be incredibly fun. Joust, he'd be incredibly fun. I can't wait for him to come in here. His plus one, I've been kind of forgetting plus one, I'm gonna be honest. But the plus one, like for Cerberus, I think it'd be something like his 3-head, like to maybe take away his 3-head passive and just make it to where like something can stun. I have no idea what they're gonna do with this motherfucker. They'll get like some other kind of life stealy thing. already said I don't know what they're gonna do. Chang'e, I don't know, something boring like, oh, her. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about Chang'e. I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. I don't care, and I don't want to know. I have no idea what they'll add with this motherfucker. But Chiron, probably doing something with his movement, like with his movement ability, making it either like more consistent, giving him a little bit more harder stun because it's Smite 2, with everybody having access to like beads and combat blink. It's really a lot more imperative to have a strong lockdown. Because if you don't have like strong CC, you get pushed very hard back. But I still think Chiron can be extremely fun. I think he'll have some like passive to do with like Dead Souls or something. I don't know. I can't wait to see what he can do though. I'm gonna throw her here. I'm gonna throw him here. I keep forgetting the name. I keep forgetting it. I play this guy too. Anyway, it's gonna like come to me in a minute. This god is very safe, but a very unique, a little bit more of a different ADC. They'll definitely like improve the execute. That is 100% the +1 they're gonna do is like make that execute not suck. They're gonna buff that ult to make it not complete garbage. Because this ult sucks. It feels like you never consistently hit it, and it feels like they get out of it so easily. Which I can get. Getting executed sucks. But like, this is such an inconsistent ult that I'm just like, I don't know. I don't like it. But that's definitely 100% the +1 they're gonna get. Chernobog, I actually have to hit my fire. I like Chernobog. I think he's a lot more interesting of an ADC. He's a lot more he's a lot different. And I love his ult. What would they give him for a +1? I mean, maybe something to do with like the explosions, but I don't know. I feel like they'll go off the walls with Chernobog. Like they'll give him something completely crazy. Chiron. Yeah, I mean he's very middle. He's like very similar to Eve in that like super safe playstyle of just like simple poke, good abilities. I think he'll do pretty well with a good hybrid build because he's very ability based, but also very good with attack speed and attacks because obviously he's a PDC. But I think he'll be like a fun hyper carry. But we'll have to see. I don't know. Kronos. Oh, I want to throw him almost like here in Sylvanas tier, but that's. I mean, I'll keep that for Sylvanas. He's my boy. But like, I want him in here. He is like Soul is obnoxious with how like Soul is really obnoxious with how because she could burn your tower early. Kronos at least has to build to it, but I don't know. It's the skill difference for Kronos because he's got a harder skill shot to hit. He's got the line stun. I'm really interested with him. I love his. I don't know what they're gonna do for his +1, but I'm hoping it doesn't just kill him outright. Cleodna, or I think that's how you say your name. I'm almost like I can wait. I can wait, or just I'm not that like hateful against her. A lot of walls because there's already the King Arthur guy that kind of does what she does, but like in a more fun and interesting way with 1v1ing and dueling, by going through the walls and stuff. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know what their +1 gonna be. Cthulhu? I mean he wasn't like insane. Definitely gonna be super interesting to build. Because you're gonna have to build him hybrid. I feel like you have to go hybrid with him. They'll probably do something by punishing you by having high intelligence. I don't know. That's a little too out there for an idea, but I don't know. His +1 could definitely be something to help his ult, because his ult, as big as it was, really didn't impact too much, so they may make it do something more impactful in the game by giving it like a stronger abilities, rather than being able to do a bunch of small stuff. It may just like, hey, you can do like one of 3 big things to help your team out. But he's all right. I'm gonna kind of throw him here, as there's some other supports that I think will be more fun. Cullen, I'm a big Cullen fan. I like him. I think he'd be a welcome addition into the solo lane, because the big problem right now is that there's a big divide between Bologna and Chaka and Ama. Mulan is not very good. I think she's probably one of the worst gods in the game at the moment. I don't know. Right next to Odin. Odin has had some problems. I'll make like a tier list for the gods later. But like, Odin has had some problem because he cannot do his ult. His ult is non-existent. There's every way in the book to get out of his ultimate. But no, I'm not. But Coleman, I think, would have a nice in between of a good early game aggression with a strong late game tankiness and CC. That I think some of the solo lane role is, I wouldn't say missing, but like not without a very strong contender. I know Hercules is up there, but his early game is not as strong as like Colin's. Colin's terrifying at levels like 3 to 7. He's terrifying. You don't fight him on those early levels. But I'm gonna Dutchy. I mean, I can kind of. I'll take it. Take it or leave it. I'm not too crazy, so she's kind of in the middle. The +1 for Cullen. Definitely, I was gonna say definitely, but I don't know, maybe making an option to switch into his rage mode on command instead of it just like, well, you get the full bar, boom, it has to go off right now. They may make it to where once you get to that full bar, you can pop it when you want. That is what I feel like would be interesting. It'd be really stupid and overpowered. But, man, that'd make him just... I think that's... Because that was always my kind of problem with him. It's like having to mitigate between using that. But they may just cut out, like... I mean, his abilities won't use mana. It'll use his rage. And so he has to decide, like, do I save my abilities now? Or do I use them and get in, hit my abilities, and hopefully hit them to pop my rage and get into it? I don't know. And then that would switch his 2 around from draining his thing to maybe gaining it automatically. Yeah, who knows? But anyway, Daji, I think she's very fine where she's at. She has that nice sneak attack gank potential with a good clear. I like her ult. But they may make her... I think her +1 would be having a more consistent way. And maybe being able to jump on jungle minions now to help her get out. Because whenever she gets caught out, it's really hard for her to escape in a consistent way. So that would make her really annoying. But I don't know. Smite has such good lockdown right now. It's really hard to, and such explosive damage too. Like everybody's dying really quickly, and it's hard for them to get away with protections. Anyway, Discordia. Whatever. Take it. Take her or leave it. I don't know. I'm too crazy with her. She's very basic. Ooh, what would they do for her? Maybe something similar like Baron 70, where it's like if she keeps hitting you with abilities, it builds up to like making you do like a taunt. Like, I don't... Making it to where it's like, if you keep getting hit by her abilities, it hits you with like, I don't know, Discord effect or something. I don't know. But I feel like that would be her +1 thing. She may get like a big mechanical change, because she wasn't like powerful, but she wasn't like bad bad either. Like, she's seeing top level play a lot, so who knows? I don't know if they'll change her kit too much, but I would like it. Erlang Shen. I'm almost wanting to put him here, but I'm almost like down here. I'm so torn. I kind of want him in there. I do. I like playing him. He's very fun with his auto attacks. And he's really obnoxious, but for everybody else, not for me playing him. For his +1, man, I'm kind of torn because it's gonna be something similar for like Sun Wukong, where it's like they may change his transformations, make his maybe he'll change his ult up a bit. Who knows? That's kind of the big thing with these all +1s is they may just do something completely mechanically different, like with Danzabura, or something very small, like with Ra, to where it's like I have a hard time with the god formerly known as Isis. Oh man, I almost want to put her here. Maybe down here. Oh, she's just really obnoxious. She's an obnoxious ass god to go up against, but I'm gonna throw her here. I don't hate her that much. Like, I have to put it through like a Chang'e filter of like, do I hate this god that much? No, I don't. Nah, throw him here. I can wait on her because the stun is really annoying. Her healing ult is really... that is the most obnoxious part. I wouldn't even say that the stun bubble is. It really is that ult. But they'll probably do something different. I don't know what they'll do with her. Oh, man. Maybe making the stun better. Put like a burn effect. She's like the sun. I don't know. She'll be very interesting. See what they do. There's a lot of gods that I'm like, these can just change based on what that +1 that they're gonna give them. They could just change them completely and make them like completely flip. Like Danzabura, for example. I love the changes for Danzabura. It flipped for me. He completely flipped. He went from like one of my least played gods to like I love him now. I love him in Smite. Oh, Fafnir. Oh, God, I got a lot of gods to go through. Fafnir. I'm gonna put him up here. I like him. I like him a lot, and I can't wait to see what they do with this +1. Definitely gonna be something to do with his alternate or ult form. But I just really like playing him. He's really aggressive. He's really fun to play around with. The buffs he gives and the debuff, the dragon form's really fun. And he's not even, like, too bad in, like, a duel setting. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Freya, no. Leave this bitch in the back. Leave this bitch so far in the back. Freya? See, as bad as, like, Soul or Kronos is, when magical ADCs are good, Freya is at the top of the list. She's really obnoxious because of the stun. And I can already tell you what the +1's gonna be. Is that her 2 will no longer be on like a activate, have a set time for it, and then a cooldown. It will be, you could turn it on, and it'll just continuously drain mana, and then you can turn it off. It will be like a manual turn on and off, and I'm afraid, because this would be, we can wait. We can wait. Stand Kronos, hate Freya. Ganesh, I'm throwing him up here. Very similar to Khepri, in that role. Just, I would say Kep, but I love his ult, man. I love his ult. It's so hard to hate that ult. It's so fun. Throwing it on something, and you know they're gonna be like, oh, now it works on like towers and like Titan. I know it already works on Titans, but like it would be even better on against Titans. So I don't know. That is definitely though. They'll definitely do something with his ult. make it like if you go out of it and you just go across it once, it makes it add like a huge slow on it, a huge slow and a cripple to make his ult a little bit more impactful. Gilgamesh. Oh, that's a little too low, but I'm still putting him on. We can wait. I can wait on Gilgamesh. He's just really strong. He is obnoxiously strong. He's really good in Smite, especially in a duel format, especially in a solo lane. He's good in the jungle. He's just like, and I already know what they're gonna do is +1, 2 on this one. They're gonna make his ult like, oh, if you leave it stuns now or something. They're gonna change his ult to make that more powerful. And but this would be really good against like gods like Aladdin. They may make it like a full wall instead of, or have like a really or have a cripple effect on it, like something to make his ult stronger. Because that's like really his only downside is his ult is not that good. And they would make that a whole lot stronger. Guan Yu, I'm gonna put him here. I want to put him a little bit higher because of what the potential of what they can do for him. But in all honesty, I'm so surprised Guan Yu did not make the base list. You know, I'm really surprised. Like the dude's been in here since day one. You thought they would have added his ass, but they didn't. He isn't in the game. I wouldn't have put Odin in over him. Because when I think of Smite, I think of Guan Yu sometimes. He's had a lot of lows, so he needs. I feel like they'll give him a big buff to help him stand his foot in the game. Because right now there is not a lot of solo laners that heal their allies. There's not a lot of like potential supports that can heal their allies, which is why I want to here. Anyway, Hachiman. I kind of want him in. He's a really fun ADC. I like his ult. They'll definitely... They may change his banner a bit to make that either stronger or have like more consistent damage on it, or I don't know. But I feel like they'll definitely improve his banner in some way, like having a bigger area of effect for it. Who knows? Like having a smaller area of damage, but a larger area of effect for it. Or they may do something completely off the wall that I'm not thinking of. Hebo! Oh, throw him in the ground. I fear for Hebo coming in because I don't think there's a CDR cap. I could be completely wrong. But, oh, this dude, with some of the magical items that are already good in the game right now, we can wait for Hebo until they kind of get that sorted out right now because he is, oh, if the game was, like, if he had Life Weaver, I would want to kill myself in duel. Don't even get me started in Conquest or like Joust and Arena. I don't want Hebo in here. I'm fine waiting. This dude would, I think a lot of people would be upset with him coming in over like some of the other gods that are up here. Heimdall, I'm in the middle. I don't care. Take him, leave him. They'll probably change either his ult or his eye effect. I wouldn't say change, but like improve it a bit. I mean, he's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm putting him in the middle. I'm not too crazy, not too forward against it. Hell, I'm putting her next to Hebo, almost for the exact same reasoning of her healing. Like, we do need another healer, but like not Hell right now. Not Hell right now. You know, we can wait. We can wait on Hell. Fix some of the magical stuff for a bit, and then we'll talk about Hell. The improvement, I think something similar like with Uller of her stance change having another beneficiary effect. Because, yeah, she is, because there's not too much reason to level. The stance change, that's kind of the universal rule with stance change characters. Hera! I'm gonna be blunt, the leader. I played this bitch a few times in duel. I don't like her. I really don't like her. She's in that Chang'e hate sphere. The bane of my women's bane of my existence. But no, Era. It's the Argus. It's she's impossible to kill. She's impossible to dive on. And if you do, you better have to take Argus, or you better DPS his ass down quick, or else she'll come at you. She's just really obnoxious to deal with. Birdman, I want to throw him up here. He's so fun, and him building hybrid, and I almost want to put him up here. Which, at the same point, if he's coming in, you gotta bring Set in with him. And these two are like the most, I don't know, they're so unique, but yet interesting and fun. I think his +1 would be like he'd get like an extra wind effect on his stuff, or his ult would give like some other beneficiary effect. Who knows? Easy. He can move his clone. Like his clones will move or something. They don't just stand still. They'll attack like they'll act almost like clay of them, in which he could also teleport to. So he could set them somewhere, or he can. Oh, sorry, I got my nose a little sick. But who knows? I think they'll definitely do something with his clones. 100%. Those clones are gonna be tweaked up a bit. Easy. Dude, skill shot, wall bounce. I want wall bounces! This is the ADC that's like, I want that, like, 'cause that is dopamine. Hitting wall shots is dopamine. The changes, probably something to do with his ult. I know a lot of this I'm gonna say, it's something to do with his ult, something to do with his ult. But look at a lot of big changes that they made though. Changed their ult a bit. Changed his ult. He now has a big spray on the thing on his ult. He now does a slam on his ult. She teleports his ult. They changed a lot of ults to do something extra, because for a lot of some of the older guys, their ults either were really basic to get around or didn't do much. To be fair, there were some gods like Kabrak, and his ult didn't need to be changed. These are gods, when I say this, that they're the ults that like aren't too impactful. Ults that are just like, whatever, don't care, not really game changing. But Hui, I definitely think is like, if you have the mark on him and you hit him with the ult, the first hit's gonna stun him, so that you can get the follow up off the wall bounce easier. Ishtar, I'm gonna put her in the middle. I'm not too. She's so weird. She's so weird. She's so weird and different. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with her. I'm gonna throw down here that I can wait. I am clueless on what they're gonna do for her. But like there's a lot of other ADCs that are pushed way in front of her that I think would do a lot better. I mean, a lot more needed, like Hui. I want Hui in the game. I want him in the game ASAP. She's the most okay god. I don't know what they're gonna change with her. Probably something to do with her roles. Probably something to do with her, like her passive. I'm not too sure. I'm not too crazy. She's the most okay god ever released. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm like, take it or leave it. Don't care. Anyway, Janus. Yes, bring him back. Bring him in here. Obviously, portals. I think he'll get like a much bigger buff off his portals. About going through portals, you get a bigger buff. Or sending allies through the portal. Who knows? Maybe enemies can go through, but they get a big debuff. Who knows what they could change to it, but that's kind of my idea. Is making it to where allies could get a massive buff for going through Janus portals, but on the trade-off, enemies could come through the portals, but they take a massive debuff. But I want Janus, man. He's so fun. You got the Kamehameha shot from downtown, but I don't know. It's fun to mess with portals, man. It's fun to mess with portals. Jormungandr, I kind of want him in sooner because he is. I don't know. I have such a soft spot for this giant lizard, but I like him. This is such a pet pick. But I like him. I like him a lot. I really like him. Passive. Ooh. Definitely could have changed his auto attack up a bit. They'll definitely change his auto attack up. Either to just have like a nice medium for what his first one was versus like where it wouldn't be like right as you shoot it, but like near the middle. Or like three-quarters of the way down. Keeping it like that speed, so then he could build attack speed to make it faster. Because that was I don't know. But we'll have to see. Kali. You know what? It's not Arachne. Yeah, definitely doing something with her mark. That is a big buff. Probably after, I can guarantee, I think I know what it is once she gets a kill, once she kills her mark, she can manually pick the next one. That is 100% the +1 they're going to give her. Because her kit feels fine. She's very high skill, but with being an auto attack god, I feel like that's fine. I can wait on her, but that is 100% what I think they're going to do with her +1. King Arthur! I'm gonna put him in this, because there's a strong contender for like having him higher or having him lower. He is very polarizing, because he, like Mordred, oh man, he's so polarizing. He is very polarizing, so I'm gonna put him right in the middle. He can be insane. It's building right now and seeing how they're gonna scale and how he's gonna have to be built. It'll definitely be more like strength oriented than intelligence. But seeing as how much his stance changes, we will definitely have to see. As Mordred just has his different ults, he's gonna be a lot more brutal with that. We'll have to see. Kumbhakarna, I really want Kumbha in the game. I'm a big Kumbha fan. I'm also going to throw Kuzenbo up here sooner. Because I also want him in the game too. Because I feel like we need these like more interesting supports. These supports, I get them, but they're basic. They're very basic except for like Yamoja. And so, nobody's playing Yamoja. Everyone's playing Ymir and Khepri and Geb. You don't see an Ares because his ult gets fucking countered by everybody. Kumba and Kuzenbo are in this weird, like, they're fun. They single target very well. Kuzenbo's very safe, and I love his minions. They're definitely going to do something with his minions. Maybe something similar to Danzo where he can make more, depending on what he can do. Definitely changing his passive. His passive sucks. His passive's ass. Kumba, they may give him something to do with like sleeping, with his ult or with his passive. But like maybe he was like shooting the minions. I don't know. We'll have to see. He could be very interesting depending on how they build his +1 up. Seeing what they do with +1. Lancelot, I'm gonna throw him here next to King Arthur. I like his horse stuff. It'll be very fun to build. I like him a lot, but he's very. I just like him. I'm just gonna be I like him, but not too excited, not too crazy. He'll fit nicely in a solo and ADC role, and I think he'll be pretty fun in a dual setting. Mom, I'm gonna throw her here. She's very weird. She's very odd. She definitely would fit better into that assassin role, but she would definitely be a lot stronger in the hybrid build. Not too sure what her +1 would be. I am gonna be blunt. I have no feasible idea what her +1 could be. I am almost tempted to put him here. We got a lot more bushes. I'm gonna put him here. Because with them having a lot more bushes, that's not too crazy with him. And they definitely balanced him a little bit better. His +1, but definitely to having something to do with those bushes. 100%. Or something, maybe, I don't know, they may go something off the wall with jungle minions or something. Maui. Throw him up here. Maui's fun. Maui's just fun. Definitely making his swing go omnidirectional, where he, instead of like back and forth, it swings in like a circle. Because that was a really annoying thing. If they juked left or right, Maui was just like, okay, well, shit, I fucked up and went in the wrong direction. That would definitely be a big change for him. I think he's fine. A lot of these later gods, they kind of gotten the idea of what they wanted to. I would say like gods from almost Lancelot. I would say maybe Charybdis. That's her name. Oh, I got it. But like Ishtar. Them onward, they kind of figured out what they were going to be doing and how the mentality was for the gods. And it's really hard to say, like, I don't think they'll change too much. Mercury. Oh, I want Mercury in the game. I want him in the game. He's really fun. He's definitely changed that passive. That passive sucks so much. Oh my god. Definitely doing something that's just like a flat scale, or just like the more something items, like the more power items you add, the higher your movement. It gets transferred into your movement speed. So that way at late game, he's just like Sonic the freaking Hedgehog. Merlin. I kind of want him in. I know I've been kind of contradictory with the King Arthur stuff, but like, yeah, no, Merlin. I like Merlin. He's got his own. The blink is not too aggressive now that everybody has it. They'll definitely change that. 100%. I don't think he'll have the blink anymore. The blink is getting replaced with something else. Because now everybody else is now he can just get combat. Like, why you get blink when you can have combat blink? So he is definitely getting that blink changed. 100% to something else. Probably another damaging ability, or maybe another somewhat movement speed. We'll have to see. Morgan, I'm gonna throw her here because I just don't know. She's so weird. I mean, like, she's so weird. And how, like, I don't know. I have no clue what they could do with her. I'm so take it or leave it. I don't think, but I'm also like, I would kind of struggle a little bit, like, I'll take it or leave it. Naja, I really want Naja in the game. That's another big jungler that I think could have a lot more fun. Probably gonna give that +1 to like the self buff he has, because it's not that impactful, and so that's something that would need to be changed. But I definitely want Naja as, I don't know, the jungler lineup is also looking a little basic. So there's a few ones that I think, I don't know, Ninja would be kind of fun, as it would be like a better, almost hybrid, to where it's like, yeah, you just come in there and pop your ult, pick up like the most important frontliner, get them out of the way, and then everybody else can charge in. But yeah, I don't know. Nike, oh, I'm maybe, yeah, put her here. Maybe we don't need Nike. You know, maybe we don't need Nike. World would be a lot better place without Nike and without Nox. Alright? I'm just gonna be real. Maybe we can have a little bit better. Nike, she just doesn't die, man. She never dies. Her ult keeps her alive, and if you ever get close to killing her, then she ults, jumps out, lives, and you're just like, God damn it. Nox, same thing. Well, not same thing. Nox is just obnoxious. A silent circle. It's not crazy, but it's just so annoying. And like, oh, I'm gonna hit my channeling ability. Nope, not in the matter. Nope. Silence, doesn't care. Here's a grab. Gotcha. She's just really annoying to deal with. Nox is so annoying. Nox is so annoying. I don't, you know what? Here, I don't want to make another. I'm not gonna make another tier, but I definitely don't think that she'll be in the game. I think they'll this is the dedicated Smite 1 only god. I don't think they'll bring her in. I think they'll want to keep her separated. Ulrun, take it or leave it. Sits in that same role as Soul, but Chrono, out of the three, I definitely want Chronos more. Out of the magical ones. Ulrun's alright. Definitely they'll change his passive, since now you can't just build crit on him. He doesn't need to have built-in crit, so they'll 100%. They'll change his passive. With Nox, oh yeah, the +1 for Nox is making their grab easier, or making it like hit multiple people or something. I don't know. Probably her ult too. Her ult just sucks. Her ult's not very good. But yeah, Ulrun definitely changing his passive. 100% changing his passive. Because, I mean, why? Why do you need built-in crit when you already have crit? Anyway. Osiris. Another tank, or leave it. Just a beater. A good. I'm gonna be real. It's just a it fits in that same niche as Bologna, but a little bit tankier. Where he just wants to go in and box 1v1, but doesn't have, and this has a good, has his ult to get out with, but I don't know, with a little bit more skill shot on his abilities. He's like Bologna, but a little bit more ability based. Little bit more, not too much, but a little bit more. All right, Persephone. We can wait on Persephone. We can wait. She's... she's so weird, man. Like, the minions, she's never, like, crazy, but she's pretty good. Like, she's... Oh, Persephone, man. I'm gonna throw her right here. We can wait on her, because I'm scared of what they're gonna do with her. With mages also right now, we can definitely wait with her. Raijin, he's very basic, very forward on what he's gonna do. The change would probably be on his ult, making it do more. Either having stronger CC or being able to do something more with it. Yeah, Osiris, it would definitely be like his rap. You know what? Osiris is +1. They'll do exactly like Venom and Marvel Rivals, where he wraps you up. If you stay in, it stuns you, but if you leave it, it does damage to you. It does either slight damage or it slows you. But if you stay in it, it stuns you. So he has a little bit of CC, but not too. It's not too crazy. Now he's rewarded for sticking in, but at least he gets a little bit of reward for going in. Anyway, yeah, Raijin doing something with his ult, but I feel like he's in middle. I'm not excited. I wouldn't be like over the moon excited if he comes in next wave, but I'm also not like rooting against him coming in, you know, like a Hebo. He's very okay. Ratatasker, I am gonna get some hate for this. I want Ratatasker to come in. I really like him. They'll make his Acorn. Definitely his +1's gonna be some Acorn change because his kit feels very fine. His kit's okay, and I really like his playstyle of how he fits really well into Smite's jungling. Of doing a little bit of farm, go away, ganking, go back to doing a little bit of farm, ganking. That's how Ratatasker is. But they're definitely do some Acorn changes. I like him a lot, though. I really like Ratatasker, and I'm probably like one of the only ones. Ravana, I kind of want him in. He'll be in that weird, like, I think I'm seeing, like, I really like a lot of brawly solo laners. And I feel like that's really what solo lane needs, is some like auto attack brawlers, because all we got is Bologna. Like, yeah, we got, I mean, and you got Amma too in that way, but like a lot of Ammas play very passively from what I've seen. I want that one where like Ravana, like Erlong, like Kakolin, that are just like in your face a lot of the match and just don't care, like Osiris. Scylla, yes. Oh, I want to throw this bitch off. I want to throw her almost in like Sylvanas tier. Oh, I want her in the game. I want her in the game. Next one. God, like that was crazy to me that she was not in the base game. That's crazy to me. She's so fun, very popular too. Like, why is she not in the game? But her big change would definitely be for her her like the teleporting dog ability. Her ability would be, the +1 would definitely be something with those, like leaving them out in the bush so they could be like wards, like making them to where it's like, oh, if she doesn't teleport, they just stay there and act as wards until you ult or something. Who knows? But they'll definitely do a big change for those. But she's so basic, but yet stood the test of time. I really like Scylla. I hope she stays. I hope she's like in ASAP. Serket, actually, funny enough, another one of those like almost iconic gods where it's like, I really like it. She's the rattiest of junglers, the rattiest of jungles, because she just shows up out of nowhere, beats the hell out of you, ults you, pushes you away, and then gets does very well. But she also scales really well into the late game, using that ult for like CC over anything, like just grabbing them so you can throw them back into the team, or jumping into the back line and getting that ADC that wasn't expected. I really like Serket, and I wish she would come to the game next too. Shiva, putting it, taking or leaving. I'm not too crazy on Shiva. He's very alright. Not too crazy. I don't know what changes they'll do for him. Probably something with his ult or his passive. I'm not too sure. But he's alright. He's in that middle zone. I have no strong words or opinions for Shiva. Unlike Scotty. I don't like Scotty at all. I really don't. I was debating putting her here, but like, man, maybe we don't need Scotty in the game, guys. Maybe we don't. That dog is so annoying. I know, I think she is in that next wave that I can't remember, but whew, like, I don't like Scotty. That dog is so obnoxious. Her circle thing is so annoying. But even then, like, she doesn't win either. Like, it never feels like they win the game. It always feels like they just do alright in the early game, and then they just don't scale into the late game as strong as any of the other ADCs. I don't know how she's gonna do, but God, I don't like Scotty. I really don't. I really don't like Scotty. Oh, it's kind of annoying. And I know I'm gonna get some, like, yeah, I just said, like, her kit's annoying, and then I'll put Wukong way up here. I really want Wukong in the game. I'm really excited to see what they do with his +1, probably for his passive. If we're dead honest, that passive needs a change. His passive sucks. It's terrible. So they'll definitely do something for his passive. And another one, Surtur? Yeah, throw him in here. I want him in here sooner. He's so unique. He's so different. He's such a different god over anybody else. He stands pretty iconically. And honestly, just put him in the game, man. I think he's really cool. I want him in here soon, but I'm not like clamoring. I'm not like demanding he be in the game. Like for these that name him now, I would almost argue these should be in the base game. That's how strong of an opinion on them. And actually, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna throw Kakolin up there. Put him in there alphabetically though. Okay, Kakolin though. That's there. That's spelled right. All right. So yeah, no. That's how I'm putting some strong opinion on Kakolin. But yeah, no. Surtur, he's different. He's unique. I like his minion and tossing stuff. I don't know too much of what they'll change for him. Probably that circle ability of his. We'll have to see, because he's very. Again, a lot of these later gods, they kind of figured out what they were going to be doing and going into Smite 2 after that. They kind of took what those gods were like and moved them into Smite 2. But yeah, I think he'll be very interesting. Same Terra, I'm also going to put her up here. I really like playing Terra and support. She's very unique, but like, she's offense and defensive. Like, I really like her. I like her initiation more than anything from the other supports. Her initiation is so strong. Hitting that good slam, just rooting everybody at once. But that'll be a problem. They'll definitely make that root, instead of it a root, it'll be a stun. Because now how CC's gotten a lot stronger and a lot more potent from everybody else. They may make it a stun. They may keep it as They may make it a cripple. A root cripple is what they'll probably do for her. Or they may change her ult a bit, because I know her ult's very... that thing always gets changed left and right because of how odd it is. Especially for new players. Thoth? Yeah, Thoth almost want to Thoth appeared. I really like him. He's very high skilled god, but like, man, that's kind of what I want. Honestly. With this whole base roster, it feels like everybody's very basic and there's not that much of a high skill cap character yet. Thoth would be up there as one of those, and I would really like it. His change, ooh, what would his change be? Ooh. Probably his ult charging faster, or maybe his passive. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see what they can do for his +1. I'm kind of interested. Tiamat, throw her. I can wait on Tiamat. Oh, I can wait on Tiamat. This guy was such a problem for so long. We can wait on Tiamat. We don't need to be talking about Tiamat. I don't know if they'll do a +1 for Tiamat either. That one I'm throwing. Same thing with Tsukiyomi. They make his Caltraps somewhat better. May give him a lot more range with some of his other abilities. Like his little chain whip attack. I don't think they'll slow it down, but they may make it more visually consistent on how it can be described. Maybe they change passive up a bit. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Tyr. Oh, I really want Tyr in the game. This is such a favorite pick because I like bullying with Tyr, and I hate being bullied by Tyr. Again, yeah, stance change would definitely get a +1 added on to it effect. They'll add something onto it for him changing stances. That way it gives him an incentive to level it at some point rather than just being like, I'll just wait until everything else is high leveled up and then I'll put a point in it. But Tyr is definitely one of those really fun sololators. It just kind of like, I don't know, he's very fun in the other game modes other than Conquest. I like him in solo, I like him in, or not solo, in duel, and I like him in like, Joust in Arena. And now that everybody has Combat Blink, it's even more fun. Because he can just jump, blink in, and pick somebody off and bring them to him. I would throw I Can Wait, but I'm going to put him in here because I'm not that hateful of him. I'm very indifferent on, you know what, nah. The more I think about it, the more I just don't want this, like, little man in here. God, like, Vamana. There's only like the 2 ways people build them, and I just don't like it. I'm not too crazy on them. Yeah, it's just how people build them. They build them either very attack speed, or they build them kind of tanky. It's just like, every time I go against them, it's just, I always wreck them, and then they just switch. I don't know, I'll put them up here. This is just very, me being biased, but like, I'm not too crazy on Vamana. X-Ball, want him in the game sooner. Oh yeah, his +1 would definitely be something for his ultimate. They'll probably add like 1 big final hit for his ultimate if you reactivate it. He does like this 1 big attack or something. I don't know. Something for his ultimate to feel more impactful. Like, oh, you can cancel your ultimate early and do a big knock-up at the end. X-Ball. Yeah, I want him into the game sooner. I think he's just kind of a more interesting ADC. Again, another ADC that I just kind of would find more interesting. A little bit more higher skill cap. Like, new players aren't going to pick up X-Ball and immediately know how to play him well versus, like, say, a Neith or Izunami. They're not going to get how to play him immediately, but I kind of like that. I want him a little bit more skill heavy. The +1 would be like, oh yeah, he can now leap over walls. Or changing his that's what they probably would, is change his poison dart ability. That thing sucks. His poison dart ability sucks. Adding some effect onto it, like where the poison, if he hits somebody that's poisoned, it like does some effect to him, like, or a foe's hit by a poison have their attack speed reduced or something. I don't know. Shigshin, I'm one up here. Oh my god. Talk about those aggressive ass guardians. This is the pinnacle of like, I'm gonna leap in once, do all this, and then leap back out. Fuck you. Blink in, ult, pop your beats. He is a better Ares. I'm gonna just say it. He's a better Ares. Because Ares just has the chain. If they don't get hit by the chain, he's worthless. Blink in, ult, they get out anyway. Shake Shit's gonna do the same thing, but like, he can still do stuff after it. He can knock them up. He can leap in and annoy him. If he starts building a lot more CDR, then he can just go back in there and ult anyway and pop more, either pop the other guardians active, get more beads, force a blink, and oh my god, can you imagine him like spinning it up and then blinking in to throw him back? Like, hands down, that's his buff that they're gonna give him, is that ultimate. I don't think that'd be his +1. The +1 would be giving him his old leaps back. that like the ones that where he could go far, because now everybody else has longer skill shots. I think that's fair. He needs to go further now that everybody can reach further. And yeah, you can 100% blink in his ult. That is, they may add something for his ult to help him get in on it. Like, oh, like at the startup, Shin does like a big leap attack, and then well, I don't know. I sound like so much, like I don't care that I'm just gonna put him here. He's so, yeah, because I can't remember his name. He is very safe. Extremely safe, so hard to kill. Having that jump up ability, that CC jump up ability on a 3 or like a 2 or whatever, I can't remember what the number was, but like having that on like a normal ability is insane to me. They'll do something for like with the dragons, 100%. They'll give him like another ability to like interact with the dragons. So we'll see. And I'm gonna throw him. I want him in here. Oh wait, what? Oh, I'm my bad. I didn't mean to throw Shin. I want Shin way up here. Yeah, better areas. Straight up, just saying. Zhonghui. Yeah, I want him in the game. I think he's a very fun stacky. He would be great in the solo lane. Building. They could make him build hybrid. They could make him. I don't know. I like him. He's very fun for me. But his +1. Something to do with that scroll, man. I don't want to say his ult because I like the idea with his ult of collecting. I like the ult idea. I like his ult, and I like that part of his kit. But this is my list. This is my personal list. This is a lot of like biased in here, and a lot of like, hey, maybe there's a lot of characters I don't like. A lot of them are universal. Some of them are just very me nitpicky. But like, I don't know. I want to hear what other people think. Give me some comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.